Hello fellow Disney dudes and dudettes. So, welcome to my trip report / news report on D23. Let's start with the news. So it is official that Star Wars The Force Awakens is almost done being edited, and it will come out in theaters on December 18th. There was also the announcement of the cast for Rogue One, and part of the cast includes Mads Mikkelsen and Alan Tudyk as a motion caption character. Also on the same page as Star Wars, it is confirmed that we will be getting a Star Wars land for both Disneyland and Disney's Hollywood Studios. Bob Iger also explained that nothing will be out of character in both of these lands. In this land, there will be 2 attractions, one where you can control the Millennium Falcon, and another attraction where you're dropped into the battle between the First Order and the Resistance. Also, it's fun to say that Jurassic World's Colin Trevorrow will direct Episode 9 of Star Wars in 2019. Let's move along to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So Captain America Civil War is still being filmed, but it did show that some of the heroes are going to go against each other while still fighting other baddies. For example, there was a clip of Black Widow and Hawkeye fighting, and I gotta say it was really suspenseful. There was no footage shown for Doctor Strange, but Benedict Cumberbatch said that he's super excited to work on the project, and they're starting to film it, but we also did get concept art for the movie, which I'm sure is going to be released soon. Or not, I don't know. Also, the Iron Man experience will debut at Hong Kong Disneyland in 2016. It's going to be a Star Tours-esque ride with a motion simulator, but it's going to have an Iron Man kind of feel to it. And as you're flying around the Stark Tower in Hong Kong, you're going to be faced against the evil Hydra, and you're going to be fighting them in the vehicle. Moving along to Pixar. So The Incredibles 2 will be written and directed by Brad Bird himself, and they also released the logo. And I have to say, this is a really cool logo. Also, Finding Dory did share a few clips at the expo, but they won't be released soon. But we did find out that we are going to be meeting a lot of new characters as well along the way with Dory. One of the characters that will be helping Dory along is an octopus. And I saw a clip of the octopus and it was really cool, and I can't wait to see it in theaters soon. The plot for Toy Story 4 was also explained, but only a little bit of it, because John Lasseter said that the movie is going to be focused on the relationship between Woody and Bo Peep. And it is also said that it might be a rescue mission after Toy Story 3. But it would be cute to see Bo Peep back on the big screen with Woody. I've always wanted to see her come back. Disney's Hollywood Studios is not only going to get a Star Wars land, but they're also going to get the Toy Story land. But it's going to be an entirely different version than the ones that you'd see in Paris or Hong Kong. Also, another cool animated film that Pixar is working on is called Coco, which is about the Day of the Dead. But not much detail has come out yet, but it will be the celebration of a lifetime. Also, we got footage from The Good Dinosaur, which was really heartwarming. To tell you the truth, I actually cried while watching one of the clips. It was really good, and I really can't wait to see it when it comes out on Thanksgiving. Now let's move along to the regular Disney animated films. So Frozen 2 is going to be made soon, but there is no word yet about the plot, but it is being written, and also some songs may be in the works soon for the film. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson came out and described more things about Moana, and he described how Maui, one of the gods, is going to help Moana on her journey. They showed some clips about Maui, and how the ocean is going to be a big part of Moana's life. So the people that worked on Frozen are also going to be working on a movie called Gigantic, which is Disney's take on Jack and the Beanstalk. It will be set in Spain during the Age of Exploration. Also, there's a 60-foot tall 11-year-old girl that's going to help Jack on his journey. And there's also this cute song that the little girl sang, but it goes something like, "I love you, little man," and it's just adorable. But I'm super excited and I can't wait to see this film to come out as well. Disney also showed some clips from Zootopia, and a lot of the clips are really amazing. And it shows how this world of animals is going to have to get through this crime. Our main characters, the bunny and the fox, I sort of forgot their names, but they will have to find a missing friend before time runs out. But while looking for their friend, they'll also come along some funny characters. One which is a baby fox, and another one will be a sloth working at the DMV, which is a hilarious scene that they showed, and it's really funny. I can't wait to see it in theaters. Again, a lot of these films, I really can't wait to see them. Moving to live action, Avatar 2 and 3 are still in the works. Disney's live-action Jungle Book movie is still being made, but they announced that they will be working on an entirely new system of computer graphics and computer animation that'll make the characters come to life more and make an entirely new experience magical for the guests who love the Jungle Book. Alice Through the Looking Glass will be an entirely new adventure for Alice, and it's also revealed that part of the plot is going to be that she has to save the Mad Hatter from becoming even more mad than he is. Also, she comes across a character called Time, who will play a major role in the film. And that's all the news, but feel free to look around as well for any other pieces of news that you might find from D23. So now let's move along and talk about the expo itself. The expo was really amazing. There were a lot of great people in costumes. We got a little sneak peek of Star Wars Battlefront. They also had a little gameplay demo. Outside on the first day, they had a really cool Buzz Lightyear balloon, which is from the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and it was really cool to see that. They also had a Disney Infinity booth with a castle. They had a big Lego Hulk with some character designs in the background as well. There is an entire booth dedicated to Shanghai Disneyland. We got to see the model of the castle. We got to see some concept art on the rides. I'm super excited for the Castle Grotto. It's also the ride that's going to take place underneath the castle, and I'm super excited to see what they're going to do with more of the story on that. Also, we got to see some art for the Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters, which they're going to be called the Buzz Lightyear Planet Rescue, and we got to see some props for the Pirates of the Caribbean coming to Shanghai. They also had a booth dedicated to the Walt Disney Studios. They had costumes from Star Wars 7, they had a gauntlet from the Hulkbuster, and they had a costume from Ant-Man. They also had little posters that showed the next Pixar movies that are coming out soon. There was also a giant beanstalk to help promote Gigantic, and that beanstalk was gigantic. They also had a bunch of more concept art for Inside Out. They also had the characters from Zootopia. I also got to meet a lot of great people. I got to meet Adam the Woo, Jeff Pinebuck, Markiplier, Sarah and Leo from Thingamablogs, Carter from Mansion Mayhem, the girl who was Jane Banks in Mary Poppins, the voice of Tigger, the voice of Pete's son, and the voice of Max. I also got to meet the hosts from Attractions Magazine, the show, a bunch of other cosplayers, and they were a lot of fun to hang out with and meet and talk to. And there was also this cool Muppet panel on the first day that showed the Puppeteers, and they talked about all the fun things about the Muppets. They also gave a few tips for people who want to become puppeteers themselves. It was also a great experience to watch the characters come to life and have a lot of fun. There was also a Disneyland exhibit which had a bunch of great things, and they also had characters from Pirates of the Caribbean. They had props from the Country Bear Jamboree. They also had a figure from Alice in Wonderland. It was riding past this Alice all the time, and it's funny to see it out of the ride. Also, the Cheshire Cat head that used to say, "You can't help that." They also had the Darling Children that used to be in the Peter Pan ride, and they were just taken out. They also had Captain Rex from Star Tours. They also had the Cheshire Cat that used to be in the Electrical Parade before they replaced him. They also had some costumes from Fantasmic. They even had Bucky the Dragon's head. But yeah, that's just a little taste of my personal experience from D23. Oh, and by the way, I also did a few interviews with some people, but be sure to look out for those. Alright, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you guys later. Have a magical day. Bye-bye.